All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Hank Kasovich is tweeting me. I heard the Super Bowl champs Philadelphia Eagles paid $4 or $5 million to all their running backs combined. Go figure that one. Is this info true? Yeah, it is around that number. I think if you looked at both teams, and we talked about this a lot on the Sports Call over the since the Super Bowl, that combined both teams spent around $8 million on their running back. That includes the Patriots didn't spend a lot of money back, and the Eagles. So you can win with running back by committees, and that's the way a lot of teams are doing it. So I don't know, after seeing what teams are doing on offense, if you want one guy out there for the majority of the snaps. And if a guy like Le'Veon Bell, he's going to help a team. And, you know, I was kind of hoping that he would show up because it makes the Steelers better if he's in shape. It really does. Even if he's a backup coming in, you got James Conner and Le'Veon Bell on the field at once. I don't know if they would have a package in for that, but, I mean, that would really make the Steelers more dangerous. And now that he's not coming back, it's probably the right decision to make on his part, because then he's not risking anything, risking injury, risking a bad perception. Now he's going to get a contract, and whatever it is next year, he's going to have to sign. All right, back out to the phone line. Let's go out to Nas in Penn Hills. What's up? That's a big win by the Indians yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, what is the main issue with Le'Veon's contract? What is the big holdup on?
Well, he wants a long-term deal with a lot of money, and he's franchise tagged, and it's $14.5 million. There's no negotiating that one. The Steelers could pay him more if they wanted to, but they're not going to. It's a one-year deal, and he has to report. The drop-dead date is November 13th. He has to report by that day, or he doesn't get paid, and he can't play the whole entire season. There's no negotiating. When he refused the Steelers' offer in July, he was franchised to accept the franchise tag if he wanted to play this year, which is $14.5 million for a running back.
Well, they basically forced him to decide to not take what they was offering.
No, they didn't. They offered him a $70 million deal that he turned down.
How much of it was guaranteed, though?
Like 10, 15 million, but 45 million over the first 3 years. And think about it. They're not cutting Le'Veon Bell 3 years into the deal, right? He might not have made all the 70 million, but he would have made 45 million, and that's going to be more than any other contract that he's going to get out there.
Okay.
I don't understand why he sat out. I mean, I think you play, you get your $14.5 million, and you move on like you did last year, and you even get a bigger deal. But now I think he hurt himself. All right, let's go back out to the phone lines. We got Lance out in the Hill District. What's up, Lance?
You know, I'll be glad when this Le'Veon over and done with, because the media has totally hyped this story.
Hey, it's going to be over on Tuesday, Lance, and I appreciate the call. It's over. There are not going to be any more questions. He's not going to be returning to the Steelers. I guess there's an outside chance that he might return to the Steelers. He could change his mind. He has until Tuesday, but right now, you know, the report's out there that he's not going to show up by Tuesday's deadline, which I think is the right move. Like I said all along, there's too much risk for coming back. But, you know, if I'm the Steelers, I'd want him back. I'd want him back to help him down the stretch. Even in a backup role, or put him on the out there at in some kind of just however you want to utilize him. All right, we got to take a break. Back to wrap things up coming up next. Stay right there.